Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few forwards I look to sell and trade this week here. It's Keldon Johnson of the San Antonio Spurs. So Keldon Johnson right here, he's been one of the mainstays for the Spurs team this season here as a superstar player for their team, even though I think he's playing a little bit over his head on the season. 21.9 points a game, 4.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 2.2 threes, and 44% from the field. But over the last month of the season, 24 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.6 threes, and 52% from the field. So Keldon Johnson, he's playing great basketball, no doubt about it, for the San Antonio Spurs team. I think fatigue could start kicking in with him playing major minutes and only in the second year of his NBA career here for Keldon Johnson. And teams going to start focusing in on him even more now, where this San Antonio Spurs team doesn't have many options on their team. February 8th at Toronto, 22.7 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a 3.47% from the field. February 11th at Atlanta, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 64% from the field. And February 13th at the Cavs, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, 2 threes, and 61% from the field. So Keldon Johnson playing good basketball. But right now, he's pretty much a one-trick pony where he's only scoring and not giving fantasy owners many other categories. So right now, if someone's looking for a punch at scoring and you're looking more for categories, this is definitely a trade that could line up where you're the Keldon Johnson owner and you could sell more for a guy that could do more categories and help you in other places. The next guy is Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. So Draymond Green, he's a guy that's just been a guy you can't count on over the last few seasons, in my opinion, in fantasy basketball. I know this season the numbers are pretty good. With Steph Curry out, obviously, he's going to get more playing time and more opportunities for the next few weeks here. On the season for Green, 8.2 points a game, 7.3 rebounds, 6.9 assists, a steal a game, and 52% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, 9.9 points a game, 7 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 1.3 steals, and 56% from the field. So like I said, the numbers are definitely going up a little bit here over the last few weeks with Curry out with his injury. But right now, after the All-Star break, maybe a little bit after, Curry should be back in the beginning of March here. And this would be the perfect time to sell Green off. February 11th versus the Lakers, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, a block, a 3.62% from the field. February 13th versus the Washington Wizards, 4 points in that one, 6 assists, 2 steals, 66% from the field. And February 14th, a masterful game at the Clippers, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, a 3, 100% from the field. So right now, All-Star break already kicked in for this Golden State Warrior team. And this would be the time to trade Draymond Green, especially coming off a high note and a very good game in his last one on February 14th. And I think you could get a good guard in a deal for Draymond Green, or even a big man that could average a double-double in a one-for-one deal. I just don't think the numbers are going to stick up with him. And he's also a guy over the last few seasons that he's had the injury bug on and off, where he's missed multiple games at a time. So right now, he's a perfect sell-high candidate. The third and final forward I'd look to sell and trade this week is Josh Hart of the New York Knicks. So far, in his Knicks debut, the first couple games here, Josh Hart's looked pretty good for this New York Knicks team, and he looks energized to play with former college teammate Jalen Brunson in Villanova. So on the season here for Hart, 9.9 points a game, 8.1 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.1 steals, and 51% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, 14.3 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.5 threes, and 55% from the field. So the thing here with Josh Hart that I'm worried about is Tom Thibodeau obviously has a tight rotation, and we've seen it, guys in and out of his rotation, and guys could play 30 minutes one game, and some games play 5 or 10 minutes, and that's a thing I could see happening with Josh Hart, and especially coming off a 27-point game, he's a perfect sell-high guy. February 11th versus Utah, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 2 threes, 50% from the field. February 13th versus the Nets, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 4 threes, and 71% from the field. So right now he's playing good basketball in the first 2 games with the New York Knicks here. And right now, if you could get a deal for a point guard or even a big man, this would be the time to do it, because Josh Hart, like I mentioned, there could be games he'll play the major minutes and put up numbers, and then games where we won't see much from him. The only thing, he's definitely a consistent ball player at his rebounding. One of the best guard-forward combo rebounders in all the NBA and obviously fantasy basketball. So right now, if you could get a good deal here in a one-for-one deal for Josh Hart, this would be the time to do it. Sell him high. That's a few folds I look to sell and trade here in Week 18 of the fantasy basketball season.